Moving on, we've got a presentation, namely the execution gap, why great retail ideas fail on ground. In retail, great ideas alone are never enough. Execution is where the vision either comes alive or quietly falls apart. In fact, one of the biggest challenges in the retail transformation today is not creativity, but consistency in execution across touchpoints and environments. Well, this upcoming session focuses on that critical space between concept and making it real. And to present the same, may I welcome Mr. Bhaskar Arya, founder, Sparrow. A very warm welcome, sir. A retail entrepreneur and design strategist with extensive experience across India and the Middle East, passionate about creating customer-focused retail spaces and meaningful brand experiences, known for blending creativity, culture, and human connection into every project, from concept development to delivering immersive retail environments. Thank you, Mr. Arya, for being with us today. Looking forward to your session. Can we hear it for our speaker, please?
Thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction. Thank you. So, who all are here from projects? Can I get some hands? Projects where delivery is on timeline, need everything on time. Who all are here? That's it. 2, 3. That's good. पीछे से हाथ उठ रहे हैं. Timeline पे deliver नहीं करना क्या? So, okay. So, who all agree? Most rollouts are created before execution even starts. So here we talk about execution as in why the retail ideas fail on the ground when you execute, why those are inconsistent, why it doesn't happen on time, why the deliveries are so fragmented, right? So that is what the topic is, and I want some interaction, guys. I mean, if you guys will not interact, then you will not get to know even. I'll waste my time and you will waste yours. So better let's have some interaction and let's be extempore, ask questions whenever you feel like. I'll be there to answer that. The store happens faster. Who all wants the retail stores to happen faster? Maybe the operation guys can come on that. VM guys, who wants the store faster? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think everybody wants the stores faster, for sure. So it will bring in revenue, it will bring in profitability, it will bring in more business to the country, it will bring in so many things. I mean, if we have the stores roll out faster, right? So that's what we can discuss today, that why the stores get delayed and why we need so much time to do a store. There is I'm not sure, I have heard it only, Apple Store took 1 year in the country to happen. So they started 1 year back, I guess 1.5 years back to start one store here, and that one store took 1.5 years to come up in India. So that's the story what we have right now in country, that slow we are, right? Yeah. So retail is not short of ideas. So back in Landmark, while I was in job, I was head of projects for lifestyle. That time I used to always think about, the scariest part was that I am delivering something and it gets changed. Because there are so many ideas which keeps coming, the experience needs to be up all the time, competition is doing something, we need to learn from that and we need to, so every time I always had in mind that I am executing something, it should not change. Because the speed of execution is not as much as the ideas are coming in. So retail is not at all short of ideas, right? So we have the best of the ideas coming in, but late and costly and inconsistent execution. That's the whole story, that's the situation right now which is happening. So if the ideas is right, why does execution still fail? I'm sure everybody will agree with that. Retail rollout delays are not inevitable. We can have as planned, as we have thought of opening date, we can open bang on time. There is no possibility. It is not inevitable, guys. First of all, I want to let you know, because I'm sure everybody of you are facing this challenge that stores are not happening in time. they are usually designed into the process. If we have a process, let's debate that thing that we can have the stores delays to be reduced as much as possible, right? So 15, 20 minutes, let's discuss this out, that retail delays are not inevitable at all. This is about myself. I'm an architect by profession. I have done project management certification as well, PMP. Then I have also, I have been in retail design and build throughout my life. So it's been 21 years. I passed out in 2005. Since then, I'm doing retail stores. I built stores in 16 countries. So I was in Middle East for around 4 or 5 years. There I used to do all sorts of countries. I made stores in Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, UAE, Saudi. Then I also worked in, so as head of projects for Hamleys, I worked for, I worked in London as well. So did a store which is 150-year-old store. So I have a varied experience, varied honors. I worked for Levi's for 5 years. I worked for Reliance Retail. All these brands I have worked for. And that's how I know that retail design is not easy to replicate first. And there are so many moving parts, and that's the reason the source gets delayed. So the estimation of timeline goes across. I mean, I used to tell my team, just communicate the delay. And it's not a delay, right? So that's how I used to save myself and my team from the delays what is happening. So can anyone tell me what can help open a store faster? Any one of you who can tell us? Yeah, please, go ahead. Communication, one, yeah, of course, communication does. So communication, actually you're right to an, I mean, 80% of the problems doesn't happen if you communicate properly. In any organization, that's by far said, 80% of the problems will never happen if you communicate properly. So communication is one big thing which is there. Anyone else? Anyone can tell me how we can open stores faster? Sanjay sir is here. How we can open stores faster, Sanjay sir? Yeah, please go ahead. Closing the design earlier, yeah, of course, that's another part. So does standardization help open store faster? Standardization. If we have a standard design, yeah, I have a lot of shaking heads, as in standardization also helps. So I'll prove that standardization alone cannot do anything. So does the standardization does. So do we know this brand? Zudio. Who all know this brand? Ab to sare haath khade kar sakte ho. Zudio. How many stores we have? 1600. Design is completely standardized. Completely standardized. I mean, everything, furniture, fixture, flooring, ceiling, everything, electrical, everything is standardized. Yet, this is how the timeline is. 30 days to 9 months. I mean, certain stores happen 25 days also. There are certain mall stores which can happen in 25 days as well. And there are stores in high street which takes 9 months as well. So the average timeline reaches somewhere 45, 50, 60, 90, 100. You don't know when the store will open. This is standardized, completely standardized after 1600 stores. That's how the situation right now is in India, right? Okay. Do we know the brand? Lenskart. How many stores we have for Lenskart? Anyone? How many stores of Lenskarts are there in India, abroad, anywhere? Total number of stores, can anyone guess? 1500, very close. 1700, very close. 2800 plus. 2800 plus stores. Every store is standardized. I mean, they have a design concept. They roll it out at least 500, 600 stores of that, right? So we are doing Lenskart. And that is how I know all these things. 2800 plus stores, everything standardized, yet 1000 square feet store takes 45 days, 50 days, 60 days sometimes. 1000 square feet ka store, 1000 square feet store takes so long, right? Why this happens? Think of a time that Lenskart can happen in 7 days. Think of it, just have a hypothetical thought that Lenskart is happening in 7 days. 2800 may become 10,000. There are so many execution challenges will go away. I mean, the volume, you can think of the sale volume, you can think of the share going up if Lenskart is able to open the stores in 7 days. I mean, it's going to be a buzz. Now you will say, impossible, right? How can a Lenskart store open in 7 days? हमने तो कभी किया ही नहीं. Can we open Lenskart store in 7 days? Anyone? Can anyone say that we can open Lenskart store in 7 days? Yeah, yes, we have some shaking heads. As in, they agree at least that we can open the store in 7 days. Then why don't we do it? So what's the fastest world record for retail execution? Anyone know that? Fastest retail store across globe. There are no official records. I searched it through. I mean, I went on ChatGPT, I went on all AIs to understand how early an execution can happen. Kitna fast ho sakta hai ek retail store. But I couldn't find any official data about it. But by experience, I know Marks and Spencer hold a record of doing one store in around 5,000 square feet. They did it in 65 hours. That's one world record I heard of. There is one world record of opening a store by IKEA in 24 hours, I guess. They did it in Mumbai. But there are no official records for these. But there are possibilities of doing stores in hours. But we don't do it. 57-story building in 19 days. Chinese speed. $57-story building. Everything in that. I mean, sanitary things, you have all the plumbing done, you have all the furniture in place. I have seen the building as in from inside pictures as well. So they have all the beds, sofa, everything in place in 19 days. Can we match it? Anyone? India, can we match this? We have the capacity for sure. And I believe myself that we can match it. I have all the positivity in my mind that we can do something like that. Why not? I mean, we also have the same Chinese, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 2 ears. There is nothing different what we have from Chinese, right? It's just the zeal and the thought which should come to anyone's mind. कोई चाहिए पागल जो करने की कोशिश करे. So I'll give you a closest which you can relate with. So Reliance Smart Point store. Anyone know about the brand Smart Point store? Reliance Smart Point. You know the brand. So Smart Point stores, I was part of the team while the Smart Point stores were executing. Who all are Reliance? Anyone from Reliance here? Oh wow, you are. There are people from Reliance as well. Great. So Smart Point stores, 2,000 square feet stores, used to get delivered in 10 days. 10 days, and that too not 1 or 2. We were delivering 220 odd stores in a month. एक महीने में 220 stores हम लोग deliver कर रहे थे as a team. Although our project team size was quite large, we were around 1,067 people in the project team. And we were able to deliver store in 10 days. That's done. 2,000 square feet, 2,500 square feet, including everything, flooring, ceiling, electrical work, generator also, air conditioning also, facade also, signage also, everything. 10 days में करा है. This has happened. I'm not sharing the story which is irrelevant. I was part of the team. I myself delivered a store in 8 days. I could not believe because I was asked when I joined in Reliance Retail, I was asked to do this through my team. So I was told that you do it in 10 days, get it done in 10 days. I said, I cannot do it. How will I ask the team to do it? Then I stood on site, understood it, and then started working on it. And I could not believe myself that I delivered a store in 8 days. Third day, I used to get the generator in place. First day, second day, people used to come and visit the store and get the signages done. Signage measurements are done, artworks are done. 8 days, I could deliver with the fixture, facade, glass in place, flooring, electrical work, air conditioning, everything set. In fact, the toilet is also there. So complete sanitary fitting of toilet, plumbing, everything done in 8 days. We handed over to the operations team. Although operation team could not cope up with that, so they have a lag of around 100 stores. We were delivering 20, they were opening 120. 220 to 120 was the score which was happening. So what is the issue? The issue is not that we can't do it. It's the concern comes in the system. If we have the system in place, if we have how which site we should choose, if we have, so that's the only thing which lacks in us, because of which the store gets delayed. So there is no, it is actually heroic. Delivery depends on individual effort then, because you don't have a predictability, you don't understand the dependability. So all these factors crop in and we have the delays in store. So what are the causes for the delay? So my time is up. I mean, I can go on for this thing and I can give you the solution as well, but can I extend? Can I extend? 15 minutes more. So actually, if somebody want to know, you need to come to our stall. We are at C56. So it's a good one. Thank you, Surinder. So there are so many things which causes the delay. I can brush upon that. First is we work in silos. So projects department doesn't have a relation with the design. Procurement is not discussing with the planning team or execution team. There are so many silos are happening everywhere. Then late discovery, whatever we know at the site is not as per the design what we have taken in. So there are several things which makes it difficult for anyone to open a store in time. This is what we do. I'm part of Shopfits. I started that organization, and we build systems. We are making systems so that the stores open in time, so that the stores open in 7 days. That's my target. I mean, I want that each and every store which are in rollout should happen 7, 10, 15 days, not more than that. Because it's really difficult to believe that when we can open a Reliance SmartPoint store in 8 days, why can't we open Lenskart stores in 15 days? Why we need 45 days for that? Why we need 60 days for that? It's hard to believe. So I have the solution, but looking at the time, probably the solution we can discuss whenever you are there at the exhibit. So we are there at booth C56. So if anyone have questions, anyone want to discuss and want to see the solution. So I have the solution here. So, but I guess time is over. So maybe, yeah, please go ahead. Maybe, can I take questions? Yeah.
Bhaskar, this is Vaibhav. I'm from Max.
Hi, Vaibhav.
How do you deal with compliance part?
So compliances has to be done before we start the site. So all the real estate issues what are there, we have to choose a site. There should be a checklist that these are the things which we need to be in place, right? You have the NOC in place, you have the everything, what the landlord needs to done. So we need to choose sites basis the site readability rather than the business.
But do you have such sites in India?
Why not? I mean, that's what I said, no, 8 days SmartPoint store, 220. Can you imagine 220 a month? We did 5,000 stores.
Sure.
You're saying one site, I'm giving example of 5,000.
And in the SmartPoint, what was developer scope of work?
So developer scope of work, SmartPoint was similar what usually happens. They need to make a toilet also. They need to make they need to do the flooring as well. They need to do the facade glass as well. So all these were the scope of work for landlord scope. But what we used to do is, if the landlord is delaying, we used to take that work in our kitty and we used to develop it and do it. So whatever was their rental differences, they used to manage themselves.
Rest, I'll see you at C56.
100%.
Thank you.
Guys, anyone have any questions, they can come up, right? We are there at C56. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure that everybody here benefited immensely from your experience. Thank you.